We welcome you to Gilcone Field here on the campus of Brevard College for this non-conference matchup between the Piedmont Lions and your Brevard College Tornadoes. Here on the campus of Brevard College this afternoon, Ryan Wilkes with you here live on YouTube. Stick with us today. We're having a little bit of internet issues, but we think for now we've gotten it figured out as Barger Shook will get the start here this afternoon for the Tornadoes, coming off a 2 of 3 weekend to kick off conference play at Mary Baldwin over the weekend. A good weekend for Brevard and a bit of a younger lineup today. The Tornadoes are playing some different guys with Andrew Bernard in the starting lineup, Lucas Woodard back in the starting lineup, Austin Ogles, the freshman, Tegan Hedrick, the freshman, and Bryson Jenwright, the freshman as well. All three freshmen in the starting lineup today, with the freshman Barger Shook, the 6'5" left-hander, on the mound to face a potent Piedmont lineup, a team that is 12-6 so far this year. And coming here to Gilcone Field for a non-conference midweek matchup, trying to get the Tornadoes primed for this weekend, where Brevard will face off with Methodist. As Shook will finish up his warm-up, it'll be Cody Funk, the senior, hitting .500 through 18 games. 36 hits, 5 doubles, 6 triples, and 17 RBI for the senior. David Miller, the sophomore, batting second. He started 15 games, make this number 16 for Miller, hitting .303 this season. Cole Ellis, the grad, will start as well, the center fielder. Batting third, Cruz Mullenix, the senior. Batting in the cleanup spot, Jack Ryan, the third baseman. Batting fifth, batting sixth, the DH, Sean Bailey. Batting seventh, Ben Connolly, the second baseman. Batting eighth, the catcher, Logan Brasine. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 33, John Dickerson. As we'll get underway, Funk at the plate for Piedmont to start things off today. As we look right to left around the Tornado defense, it's Austin Ogles at first. At second base, Adam Newcomb, the shortstop. Andrew Bernard at third base. Kyle Andrew. So both Bernard and Andrew making their first starts of 2026, as well as Tegan Hedrick. As Shook, the lefty, looks home to the catcher, Hunter Busquet, and gets the call ready to deal the first pitch of this ball game right at about 2:55 p.m. First pitch, a called strike. And it is 0-1. Bases empty, nobody out here in the top of the first, with Funk leading things off, Miller on deck, Ellis in the hole. For Piedmont here in the top of the first inning. The pitch home from Shook is popped up right side and out of play, and it's quickly 0-2. Barger Shook has made 3 appearances. He's gotten through 2/3 of an inning. He's allowed 2 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and a strikeout. Had his first strikeout against Toccoa Falls last week on a Tuesday. As Shook delivers the 0-2, it's a hair outside. He checked his swing. He did not go around, so it's ball 1. And the count moves 1-2. In the outfield, mentioned Tegan Hedrick is in left, Bryson Jenwright in center, and Tyler Kelson, the right fielder today. As Shook kicks and fires a 1-2, it's high and outside. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful but cold day here in Brevard, North Carolina. Windy, about 35 degrees. Here at first pitch as the Tornadoes look for a quality midweek win against a talented Piedmont squad. The 2-2, high ball 3. Funk trying to work his way back from being down 0-2 in the count. As we kick off this Tuesday action between two teams, 12-6 on the season. Shook kicks and fires a payoff. It's a dribbler left side towards short, scooped up on a backhand throw to first. Is picked out of the dirt by Ogles for out number 1. Nice play on a hop by Andrew Bernard. The throw was a little short, but Ogles, did the rest at first base for the first out of the ball game. David Miller will stand in with the bases empty and 1 away. Lefty-lefty matchup here with Miller starting his 16th game, hitting .303 on the season. 20 hits and 66 at-bats, 24 RBI, which leads this order in RBI this season. Also has 2 home runs to his name. As the left-handed Shook comes into the belt, Kicks and fires the first pitch. Miller squares the bunt, pulls back on a pitch that stays inside for a ball. The count, 1 ball and no strikes. Hope you all are having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon as you take in this midweek matchup between two teams that have had success throughout the season. As one. Shook looks home to the veteran Hunter Busquet behind the dish as he comes set, kicks and fires. High and outside for a ball. Shook is one of those freshmen that head coach Vinny Carone and assistant coach Cam Cook have had a lot to say about. Obviously an intimidating presence on the mound, standing 6'5" as he sets to the letters, ready to deal the 2-1. The pitch home, inside for a ball. Ball number 3, the count moves 3 balls and a strike. Cole Ellis, the grad, is on deck, hitting .426 this season. Cruz Mullenix in the hole for the Piedmont Lions here in the top half of the first. Long look home from Shook. He comes set. The 3-1 home. This one line down the left field line, but tailing foul. And the count moves full at 3-2. Back-to-back full counts to start things off. Shook got Cody Funk to ground out to short and looking for a similar result here in a 3-2 count. Shook kicks and fires the payoff. It's outside this time, ball 4. And Miller will take his base down to first. So runner on first with 1 away for Cole Ellis. As Piedmont has the first runner of the ball game here in the top half of the first inning. Right-handed Ellis stands in the right-handed batter's box as Miller leads off first. Shook kicks and fires. This one lined back towards the mound. Shook knocked it down, but it trickles away. And it'll be an infield single for Cole Ellis. Shook got a glove on it, but it was hit fairly hard back to the mound. And it trickled out of his reach. Kind of in no man's land in between him and Adam Newcomb at second. So now it's first and second for the Lions. And Cruz Mullenix will stand in, starting his 19th game. He started all games so far this season for Piedmont. 27 hits and 70 at-bats, 16 RBI for the senior Mullenix. Runners take off on the pitch that's downstairs, and it's blocked up by Busquet. Both runners advance to second and third. As Miller stands on third, Ellis on second. Some traffic here for Shook in the top half of the first inning. 2 ducks on the pond for Cruz Mullenix as Shook kicks and fires inside for a ball. And the count 2 balls and no strikes. Ellis off second. Miller off third. A 2-0 count here, Shook to Mullenix. The pitch home is grounded up the middle, backhanded by Newcomb. He knocks it down, but no throw to first. And a run will come in to score to make it 1-0 Piedmont. So now first and third. As it'll be another infield single for the Lions. So Mullenix on first. Ellis heads over to third for Jack Ryan. Ryan, the sophomore, hitting .313. He started all but one game this year. 20 RBI for him. 3 doubles as well. As Shook delivers, swing and a miss. Now throw down to get Mullenix on line, and underneath the tag was Cruz Mullenix that allows Ellis to come in and score. Bang, bang play at the bag. As the count moves 0-1, Piedmont makes it 2-0. Really tight play there at second. The throw was in time from Busquet, and the tag looked good as well from Bernard. But the field umpire disagrees, and it's 2-0 Piedmont with a runner on second and just one away. The 0-1 home from Barger Shook. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Another advantage count here for Shook, who's looking for an important out number 2 to try and stop the bleeding here at 2 runs in the top of the first inning. The lefty kicks and delivers just off the plate outside for a ball. The count moves 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shook lifts and fires a 1-2. It runs inside. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs for Piedmont here in the first inning. And looking to add some more as Adam Newcomb comes to talk to his freshman pitcher, Barger Shook. An inning in which the ball has not left the infield. Piedmont's been able to manufacture a pair of runs. A couple hard-hit infield singles. As Shook prepares to deal to the right-handed Jack Ryan with Sean Bailey on deck. Ben Connolly in the hole. The pitch home is popped up right side, giving chases Kelson, but to watch it sky at a play. And the count remains 2-2. Mullenix leads off second. As Shook comes set, ready to deal the next 2-2 pitch home, he kicks and fires. This one lifted out to shallow center. Jen Wright charge again, loses his cap and makes the play as Mullenix pump fakes a tag at third. Will stay put, at second. He'll stay put right there. And a big second out for Barger Shook in the Tornado defense. As Sean Bailey, the DH, will step in, making his first start of 2026. He's had 7 at-bats, looking for his first hit of his senior season for Bailey. As righty stands in, Mullenix takes his lead off second base. Shook sets of the letters. Kicks and fires the first pitch home. Over top of it was Bailey for a strike, and it's 0-1. Be big for the freshman Shook to limit the Lions to just 2 here in the first against this potent Tornado offense. 0-1 is high and away for a ball. The count evens at a ball and a strike. Should be a fun weekend ahead with the Methodist Monarchs coming to town. Can the Tornadoes open the conference slate 2-1 with 2 wins at Mary Baldwin. As Shook kicks and fires the 1-1. This one is chopped high to the left side. It'll go foul to the left of the third base bag, and the count is 1-2. Big pitch upcoming here with another run standing on second in Mullenix. 2 runs on a pair of hits for Piedmont. Here in the first inning and looking for more as Shook comes set. Ready to deal with the 1-2. The pitch home. Grounded left side, backhand stab by Bernard. He comes up throwing to first on line and in time for out number 3. What a play by Andrew Bernard for the third out of the inning. And the Tornadoes strand a runner on second. However, Piedmont does get 2 in the top half of the first, as the Tornadoes will come to the plate for the first time in the bottom half when we come back on the other side.
Bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy. Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating. You're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Order your tailgate box in the Bojangles app today.
Back here at Gilcone Field, it is 2-0 Piedmont as we enter the bottom half of the first inning. Really nice play at shortstop from Andrew Bernard to strand that runner on second. Get the Tornado offense to the plate against the Piedmont starter Landon May, the freshman, a 2.14 ERA, 7 appearances, a 1-0 record this season. He's only tallied 4 2/3 innings of work in his freshman season, but he's obviously been pretty efficient to put up that ERA with that little innings. 4 2/3 for him, 2 hits, an earned run, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Opposing teams hitting just 143 against the righty as he faces a Tornado lineup that will send Tyler Kelson, Adam Newcomb, and Andrew Bernard to the plate in the first inning. Kelson making his 11th start here in his sophomore season. Newcomb has been a consistent player this season for the Tornadoes. Hit his first career home run a couple weeks ago. And Bernard will be getting his 3rd at-bat of the year. He has a hit in 2 at-bats. As Kelson will stand in to start the bottom half of the first inning for this Tornado offense. Kelson, the freshman, or the sophomore, out of Duluth, Georgia. Will stand in from the right side with the bases empty, nobody out. Here in the home half of the first inning. May winds, fires. Kelson squares the bunt, pulls back, but it's a called strike. And the count is no balls and a strike to Tyler Kelson. May working quickly. Wind and fire, the 0-1. Breaking ball, Kelson tips into the glove of the catcher Racine for strike 2, and it's 0-2. The wind and the 0-2 pitch home from May. Outside, could take by Kelson in an 0-2 count. The count moves 1-2. The Piedmont defense, Mullenix is at first, Connolly's at second. The shortstop, Dickerson. At third base is Ryan. And behind the plate is Logan Racine as May fires the 1-2. Kelson takes off the plate, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The outfield right to left, Cody Funk in right, Cole Ellis in center, and David Miller in left. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Kelson as May delivers, swing and a miss. Strike 3, Kelson down on strikes. And there's 1 down. Here's Adam Newcomb, the second baseman today. Hitting .250. He's had 16 at-bats, 4 hits in those 16 at-bats. And 3 of them have been for extra bases. 2 doubles and a round tripper for Newcomb to start his sophomore season. As May works in the windup, wind blowing the green Piedmont jerseys. You can see that the wind is gusting here at Gilcone Field on a chilly afternoon as he deals the first pitch outside for a ball. The 1-0 home to Newcomb is grounded right side down the right field line. A fair ball. Newcomb looking for extra bases. He'll head for a second as the ball is still up against the wall. Newcomb in with a stand-up double at second. 4th extra base hits for Newcomb this season, and he's in the scoring position for Andrew Bernard. Great piece of hitting. Took it down the first base line. And it rolled all the way in the corner as Newcomb. So many talented hitters in this Brevard lineup and this Brevard team in general. A lot of them are taking a break today. No Tyson Hinkle to name one. It's good to see Lucas Woodard back in the lineup. He's batting 5th as a DH. He's in the hole right behind Hunter Busquet, who stands on deck. Andrew Bernard, a very talented hitter, will stand in from the right side with a runner on second and 1 away. Newcomb takes his lead off second. The pitch home to Bernard, well outside, nicks off the glove of Racine and will allow Newcomb to race to third. So just like that, Brevard has some traffic of its own with Newcomb threatening to cut the deficit in half, standing on third base. And Bernard up in the count, a ball and no strikes. Racine will head back to the dugout, maybe to, looks like he's switching out his glove. potentially. As he heads to the Piedmont dugout. Runner on second or third after Newcomb raced to third base as Racine grabs himself a new mitt. We'll head back behind the dish for Piedmont here with a runner on second, one away, and a 1-0 count for the sophomore Andrew Bernard. May back in the windup. Newcomb leads off third base. The wind and fire from May. Bernard, a high chop on the left side, scooped up at third, throw to first. It is in time, but it will score a run, so productive out off the bat of Andrew Bernard. And it's 2-1. The old saying, you put the ball in play, good things happen. Bernard does just that. And he gets himself an RBI on the fielder's choice. And the Tornadoes are on the board here in the bottom half of the first. 2-1 your score. Biscay will stand in from the right side with May in the windup. Base is now empty for this Tornado offense. It's a first pitch home to Hunter. He lifts it to shallow center. And on the run, play is going to be made in center field by Cole Ellis for out number 2. That was out number 3. My apologies, as that will end the inning. So we head to the top again. It's 2-1. The Tornadoes get on the board. I lost track of the outs up here. We'll keep a better eye on that as we come back on the other side. It'll be the top of the second when we return right here live on YouTube.
Earthling Coffee, we're not just brewing drinks, we're crafting experiences that are truly out of this world. From our amazing lattes, made with our exclusive Event Horizon Espresso, roasted right here in the Pisgah Forest, to our custom energy drinks, powered by plants and coffee beans, without the crazy chemicals the big guys use. Earthling Coffee isn't just another stop, it's your launchpad for adventure, community, and flavour beyond the stars. Earthling Coffee. So what can we get crafting for you today?
Back here at Gilcone Field, it is 2-1. Piedmont leads with 2 runs on the top of the first. Brevard answers after Adam Newcomb's double, and he got to third on the pass ball, and he was able to come in and score on a RBI ground out from Andrew Bernard, his first RBI of his sophomore season. As Piedmont's back to the plate here in the top half of the second inning. It'll be Ben Connolly as we go 7, 8, 9. In this Piedmont order, lefty-lefty battle to start the top half of the second. As a left-handed Ben Connolly hitting .250, making his 15th start of the year, 13 hits and 52 at-bats with a triple, a home run, and 9 RBI to his name so far this season. As Shook delivers the first pitch home, a called strike on the breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, nobody out here in the top of the second for this Piedmont team. Coming in 12-6 on the year. Same mark as Brevard as these two match up in a midweek non-conference contest as pitch runs downstairs from Shook, and the count evens a ball and a strike. Piedmont in the road green uniforms, Brevard in that home black uniforms with the black tops, black pants. Piedmont green uniforms with white pinstripe pants as the pitch runs up and in to Connolly, and the count moves 2 balls and a strike. 2 runs on 2 hits for Piedmont in the first, none of which left the infield. As Shook delivers, Connolly slices this one left side and foul. Count evens at 2-2. Shook in position for his first punch out of the day. Be his second career punch out. He had one against Toccoa Falls just about a week ago. As the lefty deals a 2-2, Connolly takes high. Ball 3. Full count, bases empty for Ben Connolly here in the top half of the second inning. Shook sets the belt. Kicks and fires a 3-2 payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Shook blows it right by him. His second career punch out in the first out of the second inning. Here's Logan Racine, a 200 hitter, making his 7th start, his 8th appearance overall. 3 hits and 15 at-bats for the sophomore catcher. As he stands in from the right side with the bases empty and 1 down. Pitch home from Shook. It's taken high for a ball. Counts 1 ball and no strikes. After Connolly goes down on strikes. Shook sets at the Silver Tornadoes across the chest. Deals the next pitch home. It's a chopper left side to short. Bernard scoops, throws to first. Perfect for out number 2. Couple nice plays at short from Andrew Bernard. And he's responsible for the lone RBI so far for the Tornadoes. Good afternoon to start things off for Andrew Bernard as he puts away Logan Racine for the second out. John Dickerson will round out the first trip through this Piedmont order. The starting shortstop making his 5th start. 9th game he's played in this year as Shook delivers the first pitch outside for a ball. Dickerson, 4 hits, 13 at-bats with 2 RBI on the season. All 4 hits have been singles. Yeah, Shook delivers high, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Bases empty, 2 away for Barger Shook in this Tornado defense in the top half of the second inning. As Shook kicks and fires. High and outside, ball 3. Hitters count for John Dickerson, the 9-hole. As he looks to work his way aboard with 2 outs and spark something here for this Piedmont offense in the top half of the second. Shook kicks and fires a 3-0. It's taken right down the middle for a called strike. And the count moves 3-1. Shook trying to work his way back in this count and generate a 1-2-3 top of the second inning for the Tornadoes. And we'll come home with the first pitch of the at-bat. It's a called strike inside. And Busquet was able to get after it before Dickerson could advance to second. Got by Hunter just a little bit. But he was able to track it down as the count moves no balls and a strike. On the leadoff hitting Cody Funk. Shook looking for a scoreless second inning to get this Tornado offense back to work as he'll check again on Dickerson. On Dickerson over there at first. Only 1 stolen base, Dickerson, so far here in 2026. As Shook comes home with the 0-1, a big swing and a miss up high, strike 2. And Shook 1 strike away from a scoreless second. Lefty twirls the ball behind his back. Gets a signal from Busquet behind the dish. And comes home with the 0-2. Funk takes off his elbow guard as Busquet's arguing that he put his elbow into that baseball. But say he has a little bit of a case. Nonetheless, it will put runner on second. Apologies for going dark there for a minute. I was working through a flat tire in my car, and we are back on the broadcast. It's 2-1 as we enter the bottom of the second here. It's a 2-0 count on Lucas Woodard, who returns to the lineup. And he was having a scorching hot start. Hitting .469. He's playing in his 11th game with his 10th start this year. As a 2-0 home to Lucas is taken off the plate ball 3. 2-1 your score with nobody out. Here in the home half of the second inning, 2-1 the count. My apologies. As May works from the windup once again here in the second. He twirls and fires downstairs and outside for a ball 3. 3-1 the count on Lucas with Austin Ogle as the freshman and Tegan Hedrick, also another freshman, awaiting on deck and in the hole. As the Tornadoes look for the equalizer here in the home half of the second. May delivers, foul back, and the count moves full at 3-2. Full count. As time is called behind the dish. Now May ready to get back to work and deal a payoff pitch home to Woodard. He twirls and delivers a breaking ball that Woodard fights off to the right side, out of play. Good battle for Lucas Woodard. Playing the DH today for the Tornadoes. Was the everyday third baseman for a while there until he faced a little injury, and he's back in the order today. As he awaits the next 3-2. May delivers. Woodard fouls it back again to stay alive. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty. Nobody out for the Tornadoes here in the home half of the second inning, trailing 2-1. On a sunny but cold day here in Brevard, North Carolina. As May winds, fires the next 3-2. Woodard takes outside, ball 4. Good at bat for Lucas Woodard in his return. As he'll head to first for Austin Ogles. Ogle is hitting .375 in 8 at-bats, 3 hits in those 8 at-bats with 2 RBI on the season for him. As Ogles enters from the right side. Tying run aboard first here in the second. 2 runs on 2 hits for Piedmont. A run on a hit, the Adam Newcomb double for the Tornadoes. He was eventually scored on Andrew Bernard's RBI ground out. Woodard, small lead off first. Pitch coming home from May. Swing and a miss from Ogles for strike 1. Ogles in the box. Hedrick on deck, and in the hole is Bryson Jenwright. 3 straight freshmen in this order for the Tornadoes. So the young talent on full display. And also 3 sophomores, 4 actually. Only 2 upperclassmen in the order as you pick over to first to check on Woodard is not in time. May in the stretch. Comes set at the letters to deal the 0-1 home to Austin Ogles. Another check over to first. Woodard dives back in just ahead of the tag. No balls and a strike. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the second inning. Tornadoes have had a couple base runners here in the early going after Piedmont struck first with 2 in the top of the first. A scoreless half inning from the Tornado defense to keep this a 2-1 ball game. May delivers breaking ball that stays high. The count evens at a ball and a strike. May takes a peek over his left shoulder but comes set, with Woodard taking a small lead off first. Another check over there. Woodard able to just lay out and get back safely. Both pitchers have not hesitated to check on the respective runners. Woodard has stolen 5 bases on the year. As pitch on the way from May. Outside. All right. It is a 2-1 count on Austin Ogles with Lucas Woodard still standing on first. Again, apologies. I had to deal with a little tire issue, but it should be all good now. So no more muting during this broadcast. We'll keep it going as May looking to deal with Ogles here with a runner on first and nobody out. The 2-1. Off the plate ball 3. 3 balls and a strike the count. Tornadoes looking to get that runner into scoring position in Lucas Woodard. With Tegan Hedrick on deck, Bryson Jenwright in the hole. Three 1. Ogle slices it towards right. And in foul ground, the right fielder makes a snow cone grab for the first out. Nice grab on the run for Cody Funk in right field. And there's one away as Woodard stays put at first. Here's Tegan Hedrick. Righty-righty matchup here with the tying run still aboard first base for Hedrick, the freshman. Has played now 5 games this season, making his first collegiate start for the Tornadoes. As May sets. Another check over to first again on Lucas Woodard, who is back in safely again at first base. May. Another look over his shoulder, but he comes home with the first pitch of the at-bat, a pretty breaking ball that fools Hedrick a little bit. It's in for a strike. Hedrick kind of ducked out of the way of that one, but it broke right before the plate and catches the heart of the zone for a called strike. It's no balls and a strike on Hedrick. Woodard remains on first with 1 down in the bottom of the second. May kicks and delivers. Another breaking ball, this time just a bit high, and the count evens the ball and a strike. He went right back to it. Just missed a little bit up high that time, did May. The righty kicks and fires. Fastball for a called strike, and the count moves 1-2. And Woodard will take second base on that pitch, so he's aboard second. Now the tying run in scoring position for Hedrick in a 1-2 count. May kicks and delivers a 1-2, a breaking ball that Hedrick corkscrews off the end of his bat to second. Throw to first in time for the second out, but it moves Woodard to third with 2 away. Not a bad at-bat there from the freshman Hedrick. Productive out, but now the Tornadoes need one to get through to tie the ball game at 2 here in the second inning. Bryson Jenwright, a .250 hitter, making his 15th start of 2026. 12 hits and 48 at-bats. 5 or 6 extra base hits he takes downstairs for a ball. Big spot here in the bottom of the second. The Tornadoes trying to tie it up at 2. Pitch home from May. Jenwright up the middle. It's scooped at shortstop. Throw to first is on line and in time for out number 3. So Brevard strands the tying run at third as we head to the top of the third. It's 2-1 Piedmont right here live on YouTube. Back here at Gilcone Field, I want to take a second to thank one of our corporate sponsors, Brevard College baseball fans. After the final out, keep the hustle going at Hustle Wing Company. Snap a selfie or check in on our socials on game day and score this deal. Buy 6 wings, get 6 free. That's right, double the wings, same great flavor. Celebrate the win and fuel up like a champion. Hustle on over to Hustle Wing Company, where Brevard baseball comes to eat. So top half of the third inning on the way. It's a 2-1 game. Brevard threatened to tie it in the home half of the second. But scoreless innings for both Barger Shook and Landon May keep this a 2-1 ball game. All 3 runs came in that first inning, 2 for Piedmont in the top half before Brevard answered with 1 in the bottom half. As we head to the third inning, it will start with Cole Ellis, who will enter from the right side and face Barger Shook with the bases empty and nobody out. Ellis, Mullenix, and Ryan due up 3, 4, and 5 in the Piedmont order on the second trip through the order. As a left-handed Shook gets a call from the veteran catcher Hunter Bousquet. Shook comes home with the first pitch. It's a looper right side, diving stab by Newcomb. It'll squeak through for a base hit. Third hit of the day for Piedmont. First one that has left the infield, and it did just barely on the lip of the right field grass. And it's a leadoff base runner for the Lions. Cruz Mullenix will stand back in for Piedmont. As Ellis leads off for 6 stolen bases for Ellis on the season. So certainly a guy that Shook would probably like to keep an eye on, as he'll come back to second right on cue to check on the runner Ellis, who's back in standing up. Shook kicks and fires the first pitch home to Mullenix, who tried to poke a bunt, but it's foul off the hand of Bousquet, who is visibly shaken up behind home plate. As he'll head towards Vinny Carone in the Tornado dugout. That probably did not feel good in the cold. Take that off the hand as Bousquet and Megan Martinez, Sarah Woodbury, comes out of the dugout, the athletic trainer for the baseball team, to check on Hunter Bousquet. I couldn't tell if it was a ball or the bat of Mullenix that got a piece of Bousquet. But regardless, either of those, probably not too pleasant here on a sub-40 degree day and some gusting wind here in Brevard, North Carolina. As Bousquet still conversates with Sarah Woodbury while we have a second. I think another one of our corporate sponsors, Long Cane Trails LLC, based in Brevard, is a trail building company and a proud member of the Professional Trail Builders Association for 24 years. We focus on designing and constructing multi-use trails for hikers, mountain bikers, equestrians, and UTV users. We aim to create trails that are built with long-term sustainability in mind, ensuring that users have a great time enjoying the trails that flow. To minimize our impact on the natural environment, we prioritize erosion control and proper drainage using rolling grade dips, rock armoring, and raised tread surfaces. By carefully balancing the use of machines and hand tools, we create trails that are both sustainable and enjoyable. Good show of sportsmanship here with Cruz Mullenix handing Hunter Bousquet his mask and his glove. As Bousquet shakes off what was a bouncing bunt foul ball off of Cruz Mullenix's bat. Bousquet looks to be okay, playing some catch with Barger Shook before he heads back behind the dish. So Ellis heads back to first base. It's a 0-1 count with nobody out, with Cruz Mullenix in the box from the left-hand side, and Ellis leading off first. Shook comes set, takes a brief look over at first. Couple peeks before he comes down with the 0-1. Mullenix takes lone outside. Bousquet blocks it up, and it holds Ellis. Actually, Ellis will take second. So a good jump from Ellis. Barely saw him. It was in a blink of an eye that Ellis took off for second base, and now he's in a scoring position here in a 1-1 count. So Piedmont looking for some insurance on the one-run lead, and it also takes a double play out of consideration for this Brevard defense. As Ellis is going to take off again. The pitch low to Mullenix, and Busquets is able to block it up, but Ellis easily takes third base. As the count moves, 2 balls and a strike. Now an insurance run just 90 feet away for Cruz Mullenix with nobody out here in the top half of the third. Shook comes home with the 2-1. It's grounded at right side up the middle. Scooped up by Newcomb. Throw to first is in time for the first out, but Piedmont happy to trade that for another run on the board. And it's 3-1. So now base is empty for Jack Ryan, who enters from the right side. 1 down for this Brevard defense. But Piedmont adds on to its lead for the first time since the first inning here in the third. Pitch home is a swing and a miss, and the count moves 0-1. The 0-1 home from Shook. Fly ball to right field, watched by Kelson as it flies out of play, and the count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Second punch out from Shook. Second punch out from Shook. And there's 2 away.
Now batting for the Lions, number 5, Sean Bailey.
He froze Ryan on a pitch that looked to be outside, but it broke back in at the perfect time. As Sean Bailey will stand in with the bases empty and 2 down. Shook kicks and fires the first pitch home. Bailey a high fly ball out to right center. And it's going to be Kelson who races over to make the play for out number 3. So despite getting a run on the board with 1 out in the frame, Piedmont held scoreless as Shook works his way out of it. We hit the bottom of the third. It's Piedmont 3, Brevard 1 right here live on YouTube.
Earthling Coffee, we're not just brewing drinks, we're crafting experiences that are truly out of this world. From our amazing lattes, made with our exclusive Event Horizon espresso, roasted right here in the Pisgah Forest, to our custom energy drinks, powered by plants and coffee beans, without the crazy chemicals the big guys use. Earthling Coffee isn't just another stop, it's your launchpad for adventure, community, and flavour beyond the stars. Earthling Coffee. So what can we get crafting for you today?
Maybach on the mound for Piedmont as we enter the bottom of the third inning. It is 3-1 Piedmont right here live on YouTube. Ryan Wilkes taking through all your coverage. Thanks for joining us this afternoon as the Tornadoes and the Lions square off in this midweek non-conference contest. As Brevard gets ready to come back to the plate. Here in the home half of the third inning, it'll be Kyle Andrew to lead things off. As we go 9-1-2, it's Andrew, Kelson, Newcomb. As Adam Newcomb, the lone hit for the Tornadoes so far off of Landon May. It was a double. Manufacture a leadoff base runner. It's been the common theme with this team. We talked to Vinny Carone and Cam Cook about it so far this year. Certainly a different identity than last year's team. This team is a get 'em over, get 'em in type of group. As May winds and fires a 0-1 home to Kyle Andrew, who will watch a pitch on the inside corner for a strike 2. And it's 0-2. The 0-2 on the way from May. Chopper left side towards short, scooped up on a hop, and the throw is on line and in time for the first out. So 1 up, 1 down for May here in the bottom half of the third, as Tyler Kelson will come back to the plate for the second time. So far for May, in 2 1/3, a hit, a run, a walk, and a strikeout. And he got Kelson swinging for the first out of the first for his lone strikeout as Kelson takes the ball off the plate. And the count 1 ball and no strikes. May working quickly, looks home to his catcher, Racine, and twirls and deals the 1-0. Kelson, pop fly that will go out of play. And the count evens the ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody aboard for this Tornado offense. Finds itself in a 3-1 hole here in the third. May winds, fires the 1-1. Kelson pokes a bunt back towards the mound, scooped up by May. Throw to first is perfect for out number 2. Then Kelson caught May a little bit off guard there, but he was more than ready to make the play. As Adam Newcomb, who has a lone hit so far for the Tornadoes, it was a 1-out double in the first. Eventually was able to come in and score again on the Brevard ground out, who stands on deck. As May winds and fires the first pitch home to Adam. It's outside for a ball. Got a ball and no strikes. Again, looking forward to this weekend, the first conference series here at home. It will be the Methodist Monarchs to come to town to take on these Brevard College Tornadoes as a 1-0 home from May. Racine trying to pull it back in, but it stays outside for a ball 2. And the count 2 balls and no strikes. May in the windup, trying to work his way back in this 2-0 count. Winds and fires. Newcomb takes a called strike, and the count moves 2-1. Up after his first hit of the day, his 5th of the season. 2-1 home for May. Newcomb takes just a bit downstairs and outside, ball 3. Newcomb has been the only base runner so far. Actually, the Tornadoes did have one on third in the second after a walk. Other than that, it's been pretty silent offensively for this Tornadoes offense as Newcomb takes downstairs, ball 4. So Adams aboard for the second time, and that'll bring Andrew Bernard to the plate with 2 down.
Now batting for the Tornadoes, number 11, Andrew Bernard.
It was a tandem of Bernard and Newcomb that got the Tornadoes on the board in the first inning. And Bernard looking to keep the inning alive for this Tornado offense with a runner on first and 2 down here in the bottom of the third. May back in the stretch. Newcomb with a healthy lead off first base. As May comes in with the first pitch, it's outside for a ball. Got a ball and no strikes. To the 3-hole hitter, Andrew Bernard. Hunter Biscay awaits on deck with Lucas Woodard in the hole. As May sets at the letters. Kicks and fires the 1-0. Bernard takes a called strike over the heart of the plate. And the count moves even at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Newcomb on first. Andrew Bernard, the tying run at the dish for the Tornadoes here in the bottom of the third. May comes set. Kicks and fires the 1-1. Bernard takes outside. Nice job by Racine to keep that in front and hold Newcomb at first base. To not allow that tying or that run to get in scoring position. As count 2 balls and a strike on Bernard. Newcomb again, a pretty decent lead there off first. We'll see if May decides to check on him. As a long pause, he comes in with a 2-1. Bernard slices it out to right, and a diving stab. The ball will drop. Newcomb races to third. Bernard at first on a 2-out single. He got just enough on that one as Funk gave chase. Tried to slide and make the play, could not do so. As it's now first and third. The tying run aboard, Newcomb can slice it in half. Standing at third base. Biscay will stand in for the second time. Hunter 0 for 1. Flew out in his first time at the dish. Big spot here with the tying run aboard and Andrew Bernard at first. Newcomb leads off third base. May comes set. Deals the first pitch home to Hunter Biscay. It's taken for a called strike on the outside corner. And the count 0-1. Second hit for the Tornadoes in this ballgame. The first for Andrew Bernard, as he tallies his second hit of the season. May looks home to Racine. Bernard off first. Newcomb off third with 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning. May kicks and fires. Biscay check swing. No appeal, as it's a ball outside, and the count evens at 1-1. May sets at the letters. Kicks and fires a 1-1 home. Pitches downstairs. Bernard takes off for second, and he slides in safely. So now the tying run in scoring position, a 2-1 count on Hunter Biscay. Bernard leads off second. Newcomb off third. Big spot here in the bottom of the third. Tornadoes looking for the equalizer. Set. Kicks and fires at 2-1. Biscay takes a called strike. Breaking ball in the outside corner. The count evens at 2-2. Deuces wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs as May looks to dance out of trouble and keep this 3-1 lead intact for this Piedmont team. He kicks and fires at 2-2. Biscay watches just a hair high. Ball 3. Full count with Lucas Woodard awaiting on deck. First base unoccupied. Second and third covered by Bernard and Newcomb. And a big pitch upcoming here from Landon May. The payoff on the way from May. Biscay fouls it off the mask of Racine, as Biscay checks on his fellow catcher, Logan Racine, who's just fine. Good sportsmanship shown so far here today. Saw Mullenix's hand Biscay his mask and his glove back when he was a little shaken up, and Biscay repays the favor there with some good sportsmanship to Logan Racine. Count remains 3-2. May kicks and fires the next payoff. Runs inside to Biscay. Ball 4. Bases loaded for Lucas Woodard, who before he got hurt, he was just unstoppable. 15 RBI for Woodard, and a big spot here for Lucas. With the bases juiced, Biscay on first, Bernard on second, Newcomb on third. For the Tornadoes, looking to perhaps tie the ball game here in the bottom of the third. May kicks and fires the first pitch to Woodard, a breaking ball that stays high for a ball. A count of ball and no strikes. Woodard walked in his first time at the plate, and a walk here would slice the deficit in half. But obviously, sights set a little higher than just that, with the bases juiced and 2 down. The 1-0 home to Woodard, a fly ball that will go foul as Mullenix gave it a look. It goes out of play, and the count evens at 1-1. May taking his time to get back to the rubber. He's worked quickly. As soon as he gets that ball back, he seems to be more comfortable in the windup, as he's worked very quickly in the windup. A little bit more time when he's here in the stretch. Obviously, there's runners aboard, so you are keeping a closer eye on the runners on base as he deals a 1-1 to Woodard, who tips it foul. The count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs with the bases loaded here in a 3-1 ball game in favor of the visiting Piedmont Lions, who have scored in the first and the third. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the top half of the third. As May kicks and fires the 1-2, it's a chopper through the left side, a base hit. Newcomb scores, Bernard right behind him, and we're tied at 3. Biscay heads to second. Woodard collects RBI number 16 and 17. As we're tied at 3 apiece here in the third. Lucas Woodard picking up right where he left off before he missed a handful of games. And a huge swing of the bat right there. He gets it past the diving third baseman, Jack Ryan. And Biscay, the go-ahead run, stands on second. Woodard on first. With 2 away for Austin Ogles. Righty May kicks and delivers. Ogles a high fly ball. Playable for Mullenix in foul ground on the right side. And did he get there? Yes, he did. He had to adjust to that ball in the wind. I think playing a role here today. But Mullenix able to make the play and limit the damage to 2 in the third for the Tornadoes. But Brevard finds the equalizer on Lucas Woodard's 2 RBI single as we head to the top of the fourth. It's 3-3 right here live on YouTube.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Back here for the top half of the fourth inning. And Brevard has found the equalizer on Lucas Woodard's 2 RBI single. As we enter the fourth inning, Jacob Wild will take the mound as he takes over for Barger Shook. A freshman, again, getting better with each start. As Shook exits for the Tornadoes after 3 innings of work. Allowed 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts for Shook. You can see he's really talented, and it's just sometimes you got to work over that hump as a freshman, and Shook seems determined to do so with a good outing today as he hands the ball over to Jacob Wild, tied at 3. As we enter the top half of the fourth inning.
Leading off for Piedmont, number 4, Ben Connolly.
Ben Connolly will lead things off as we go 7, 8, and 9 in the Piedmont order against a newly entered right-handed Jacob Wild. Wild sets the belt. Kicks and fires the first pitch home, and it's outside for a ball on the count. Ball and no strikes. Next pitch home is outside for a ball. Ball 2. With the bases empty and nobody out. Here in the top half of the fourth inning. Wild kicks and delivers a 2-0. This one sliced foul to the left side, out of play in the count. 2 balls and a strike. Wild comes set, kicks and fires a 2-1. Called strike on the inside corner, and it's 2-2. One thing about Jacob Wild, he gives tours here on campus, and he gave me my tour, and wow, I was impressed. He said it was only his second or third time doing it, and he was a natural. So we'll see if Jacob Wild has a future in that department as he deals a 2-2 home. It's tipped foul, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Third appearance for Wild here in 2026. In his sophomore season in Mills River, North Carolina, an inning apiece against Center and Guilford. As he enters here in the fourth and deals a 2-2 home. Swing and a miss up high. Strike 3. You got him to chase the high heater, and there's 1 down. As Logan Racine will stand in.
Now batting for the Lions, number 29.
4th strikeout of the season for Wild. As he faces Racine with the bases empty and 1 down. Righty-righty matchup here as Wild kicks and delivers downstairs for a ball. Count a ball and no strikes. 3-3 your score as Brevard finds the tying run there in the third as the lines are mirroring each other. 3 runs on 3 hits for both sides as a breaking ball stays high and inside to Racine in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 teams with identical records for the first 18 games of 2026. Both teams 12-6 on the year and 2-1 in conference as well as the 2-0 is a called strike on the outer edge, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Again, Brevard coming off that series win at Mary Baldwin, dropped the finale 13-12, a hard-fought game as the next pitch popped behind home plate and out of play, and the count moves 2-2. But Brevard scored double-digit runs in all 3 of those contests, an 11-9 win in Game 1, 10-7 in Game 2, and a 13-12 loss in the series finale. Piedmont, a team receiving votes, and the D3 poll as Wild deals a 2-2, another fly ball to the right side, playable for Ogles, who comes in towards the mound and will make the play with 2 hands for out number 2. Shore-handed grab from Austin Ogles, and there's 2 away for the 9-hole hitting John Dickerson.
Now batting for the Lions, number 33, John Dickerson.
Dickerson will stand in from the left side as Wild twirls and delivers the first pitch home, a called strike on the inner edge, and it's 0-1. Next pitch home is skied towards left. Tracking back is Hedrick, and he will make the grab for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Jacob Wild and the Tornado defense in the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom half. Brevard looks to take the lead when we come back on the other side.
When the sun goes down, does your home
Bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy.
Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating. You're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Order your tailgate box in the Bojangles app today.
Back here at Gilcone Field, Brevard and Piedmont battling it out in a tightly contested competition. Both teams coming off their first conference series of the year, and both won the series, went 2-1. Piedmont coming off a road trip to Maryville in which the Lions blanked the Scots in Game 1, a 5-0 win, then a 10-9 win in Game 2 for Piedmont before falling in the finale 10-2. Very similar starts to the season for both of these teams. And Piedmont actually had a series against Methodist just a couple weeks ago. The Lions took 2 of 3 from the Monarchs. Couple quality wins in the schedule so far for this Lions team, including a win over number 9 Adrian College. Tight game against Washington and Lee. Also nationally ranked University of Lynchburg, a 7-5 loss for Piedmont. But again, some really encouraging results so far this season for both teams, as Piedmont comes here to Brevard for a high-quality midweek contest. As Tegan Hedrick will stand in to lead off the home half of the 4th. Tie ball game 3 apiece as the freshman takes downstairs for a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. If you're looking on the stream here, you would think, wow, what a beautiful day in Brevard, North Carolina, but the temperatures are not holding up their end of the bargain as it's about 40 degrees and windy. As Hedrick slices the next pitch down the right field line and foul. Count evens at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases empty for the right-handed hitting freshman Tegan Hedrick. As May Wines fires the 1-1. Hedrick pops it right side after his funk in right field, but it's going to be the first baseman Mullenix who can't get there. So new life for Tegan Hedrick. Again, one of those balls that was hit to the right side, but the wind, again, I wouldn't say it's gusting, but it's been consistent today. And that ball just got away from Mullenix on the right side and foul ground as Hedrick finds new life here in a 1-2 count. It's Hedrick, Jenwright, and Andrew. 7, 8, 9 for the Tornadoes here in the 4th. As May Wines delivers the next 1-2, Hedrick pokes it foul to the backstop, and the count remains 1-2. Good fight again from another freshman. I know it's sounding like I'm beating a dead horse here, but these freshmen have not looked like freshmen. They look ahead of their age, and Hedrick just one of the handful that have done things this year that you see, and you're like, wow, that's looks like a sophomore or junior out there as he takes outside for ball 2, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The wind in the 2-2 home from May. Breaking ball that Hedrick chops left. Looks more comfortable in that position aside from the stretch as he takes inside to Jenwright for a ball. May has had himself a really nice afternoon so far for this Piedmont team, working through his 4th inning of work. 3 1/3, 3 runs as Jenwright chops it left side again to third, scooped up on a hop by Ryan. Throw across is in time again for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for May here in the 4th inning. As he looks for a scoreless 4th.